there, I'm Christine Dunbar from speechmodification.com, and this is my Smart American Accent training. Welcome to our Word of the Day series, where I've been taking your requests for words you'd like to help pronounce correctly in American English. Today's request was from one of our YouTube viewers, and this viewer wanted to know about the word overlap as a noun and the word and overlap as a verb. So we'll take a look at the two ways we pronounce this word overlap and how to use nouns and verbs in general. So looking at this word, the spelling is the same and the pronunciation of the sounds is the same for both the noun overlap and the verb overlap. What you can hear that is different in the two is where the stress happens. So in the noun overlap, I have first syllable stress. That's marked by this little line before the stress syllable in overlap. So if I'm saying there's an overlap, I'll write the over big and the lap small to help you. I want to have more, I'm slightly louder on the first syllable, I'm going slower, there's more duration there, and I'm going quickly on the second syllable. So for example, the noun overlap would be, we have an overlap between the two groups of employees. There's an overlap of time in the schedule. So you can hear me overlap, that I'm more emphasizing the over, versus the verb overlap has second syllable stress, which means the over syllables are quick and the lap syllable is short. And actually I should say in overlap, it's the first syllable that has a stress. So I underlined all of over, so you would think about that, but the ver is also short, overlap. So the length comes on just the O sound, the O syllable, overlap, versus the verb overlap. I'm going to be quick and longer on my lap. So for example, the time for the class and the meeting overlap. The schedules for the commuter trains overlap. So this is phenomenon with first syllable stress on nouns and second syllable stress on verbs happens on some other words as well. And sometimes you might notice it and other times you may have an error there. So I do have a video talking about noun and verb stress. It's in my intonation playlist. But some other examples might be things like some that you maybe don't even think of as being the same words. For example, if I have a present, someone gives me a gift, first syllable stress, that's the noun, versus I'm going to present some information, second syllable stress, that's the verb. Or similarly, I have produce, which is fruits and vegetables at the grocery store, but I produce videos to teach you about pronunciation. So you can see a lesson on speechmodification.com for nouns and verbs, as well as a video that talks about this phenomenon. So it's not just true for overlap and overlap, but other nouns and verbs as well. It does not hold for every single noun and verb. It's a general rule that nouns tend to be stressed in the first syllable and verbs in the second, but there are many, many exceptions. And there are, this is only words like present and present or produce and produce where it's the exact same word, where that tends to happen. You can always check in the dictionary and just make sure when you're looking in the dictionary, if you see that you're looking at the noun, it'll say either noun or N for noun, or at the verb, V for verb. And sometimes you have to click on the other one to see where the stress pattern is. Look for the little line before the stress syllable like this in the IPA, the symbols where they talk about the pronunciation. Also use online dictionaries that you can click on and listen to hear the rhythm, and use similar words to help you notice first and second syllable stress. I do have other videos that talk about syllable stress in general. We've been talking about this in Word of the Day. For every word, we're talking about where we stress it because, of course, it's not just the pronunciation of the sounds in the word that matters, but also the stress for longer words where the syllable stress lies. So that's an important feature to know about. Thank you so much for bringing up this concept or this word with overlap and overlap. And I hope it will help you not only with that word, but other words as well. If you have a request you'd like to see as part of the Word of the Day series, please feel free to leave it in the comments of this video or any of my videos. I'm working my way through a long list of great requests from you, the viewers. Thanks so much for your support. I'll be back again tomorrow with another Word of the Day video, and we'll be back on Sunday with a phrase of the week, as well as on Friday with our viewers' question and answer class. So if you have something that you'd like to ask about and hear me answer live, you can attend that Friday class at 12 o'clock Seattle time, 3 o'clock Eastern time. Thanks so much to those of you who subscribed, and also for those of you who've joined the channel. It really helps support me, and it helps me bring more great training to more people around the world. I'm Christine Dunbar from speechmodification.com. Remember, if you want to sound American, you can do it. speechmodification.com. Thanks, guys. See you tomorrow.